When I came through the doors of Park House, I didn't really know what to expect. I was just glad to be coming to somewhere where I thought I could get clean. I went through to the dining hall where everyone was eating at first, and it was quite scary because there's all these people who seem to know each other and have got a bond, and you're like plonked in there like the new person. But everyone really helped me and everyone surrounded me, and I felt part of this place very quickly. For me, I found the first 2 or 3 days the hardest because it was still really on me to use, and my pattern was getting up in the morning, using, and then going out and finding money and ways and means to get more drugs. And so waking up in the morning and not having to do those things, it was kind of a struggle. And starting my detox, that was kind of hard as well. The sleepless nights and stuff I found difficult, but I hung on in there. And it was nice to have a decent room here with a shower, and starting to take some pride in myself, getting up every morning at a certain time, getting clean clothes on, having that shower, all the little simple things, starting to do that stuff again and starting to kind of respect myself a little bit more. I struggled a bit with the rules here at first and the structure. I didn't really know what to do with myself. Like, I felt at home, and it was weird as well getting I felt really emotional at some things when I started detoxing and everything. I'd cry at films, or someone could say something and I'd find I'd be really touchy about it. But that's all like part of the process. And my experience at Park House, I've got to say, was a really beneficial to me, my family, and has put me in good stead for life after.
Life in Park House. To be honest, I don't really remember the first 2 weeks or so of being here. There's a bit hazy, to be honest. I remember when I first walked through the door. It wasn't that bad because I knew a couple of people that were here, so it wasn't as scary as I thought it'd be. And obviously I don't remember the first couple of weeks, but I remember after that I was very angry. But once my detox was, finished, and I settled down and started doing what I should be doing, I always attended groups, but I might not have listened at all of them. But my behaviour started to change a lot. I started to notice my attitude and my behaviours. They'd changed a hell of a lot to things. And after a few weeks I was made house leader, and that in itself kind of gave me a bit of responsibility, and I had to make sure everyone was okay, and just make sure things were running smoothly. That did my self-esteem a lot of good, and I enjoyed it, looking after people, and that helped me get through my time here. And it makes you step up your game a bit because people are watching you, so you've got to do what you're supposed to be doing. It can get a bit much in here sometimes, everybody all in one space, and you're not always going to get on with everybody, but it's structured. I suppose you get out what you put into it, really, and it is very structured, and there is a good routine, which I needed because I didn't have any of that. The only routines I used to have was when I was in prison. I couldn't apply it to my life outside, and and it is a really good place to be. There's rules and things that you might not agree with, but it's 10 times better than living the life you were living before you came in here. It's not always easy, but I think any advice for people coming in here is just don't waste any time. You know, I wasted a few weeks being, well, me, but you know, you've got to just get in there and get on with it, because you find it might seem like a long time, but it isn't, and you finally, you know, find you've got to go, and you might not be ready if you haven't done it from the start. And you know, just stick to the rules, because they're there for a reason. You know, they're not very hard rules to stick to. It's just courtesy, really, you know, and just know that it's what you really want before you come here, you know, because if you come here and you don't really want it, you know, you're not going to do yourself or anyone else any favours, really. So you've just got to make sure it's what you really want to do.
When I first came here to Park House, I was nervous, a bit scared. I didn't know anybody until I came here, and basically what I was thinking about was, am I going to get the medication that I need to help me not withdraw as much? And they set me up with the rules of the house and gave me a buddy, which helped me find out where things were and what I needed to know. It sort of filled me in all the blank spaces of the house, where the fire exits are, how to use the washing machine, that kind of thing. And basically I got to learn people's names quite quickly, because it's a long day here, and I very quickly got into speaking to people, because I was forced into a situation, although I put myself in it, I was forced into a situation of getting to know people and getting to talk to people and find out how they were, sort of thing. The one downside of that was when people leave and you get close to them, you end up feeling like, well, one of your friends have gone, sort of thing, and you end up missing them. And like, so the one good thing that come out of that is you're not supposed to really, in my eyes, get too close to someone. That's what I've learned from that situation, that you shouldn't get too close to someone, because if they leave, then you're left sort of vulnerable again, you know. And the rules of this house, I mean, they do work well. Some of them need updating, but we work on that with the team, with the staff team. We bring any concerns that we want to meetings. We have good group sessions on relapse prevention and resentment, denial, anger, that kind of thing. And we also have a thing called pull-ups and push-ups, where you can vent your concerns, or basically, if you've got a pull-up for someone, it's like something that's negative about someone. If you've got a push-up, it's something where you're praising someone, and it works quite well. Sometimes goes into arguments, but it's good, and it clears the air. And we have holistic therapies like relaxation, reflexology, Indian head massage, acupuncture, that kind of thing, which is all very peaceful, and black box treatment, which is like an acupuncture thing but without the needles. But it's all good, and it makes you feel peaceful. Yeah, it's really good. We'll have 2 rooms for TV, so that's quite good. The staff are really helpful here, and they're always encouraging the staff with whatever you're doing towards your recovery. If you want to go to meetings or that kind of thing, they're really encouraging, like 12-step meetings, AA, NA, that kind of thing. And yeah, they're really encouraging. And this place has worked for me, because it's given me total abstinence from methadone and from heroin, crack, and whatever else I was taking outside. So on that note, it's a really good place to start my recovery journey. Yeah, that's pretty much it.